A building under construction collapsed on Friday morning, January 2nd, 2026, in the South Sea Shopping Center areas of Nairobi County. The collapse involved a 16-story structure and prompted an immediate emergency response from local authorities. Thick dust and debris filled surrounding streets, forcing residents and business owners nearby to evacuate their homes and shops. A multi-agency team, including personnel from the Kenya Red Cross Society and the National Disaster Management Unit, were deployed to manage the situation and locate possible survivors. Embakasi East Member of Parliament Babu Owino responded promptly to the incident, taking to his official X account to highlight the danger posed by unauthorized construction and weak enforcement of safety standards. Owino expressed deep shock and sadness over the collapse, noting the impact on families and the agency of emergency teams responding to the scene. His post emphasized the risk to life and safety resulting from lapse in oversight and regulatory enforcement, which he linked to a suspected corruption in Nairobi City County. In his statement, Owino explained that emergency respondents, including the Kenya Red Cross Society, National Disaster Management Unit, and the National Police Service, were actively assisting in the rescue efforts. He described the tragedy as a painful reminder of the consequences of weak oversight and poor enforcement, highlighting the risk associated with negligence in building construction. Owino underscored the need for accountability in ensuring that life safety standards are upheld, particularly in dense populated urban areas. Owino also addressed the allegation that the building had been originally approved for fewer floors that were constructed. He noted the reports indicate that additional floors had been added without a proper authorization, alleged facilitated through bribes to the governor and other Nairobi City Council officials. He described these allegations as evidence of institutional corruption where profits and political convenience took precedence over adherence to safety regulation and public trust. Owino condemned any form of bribery or corruption that could compromise building safety. He further called for a full and transparent investigation into the collapse, urging authorities to immediately suspend any suspicious developments while ensuring that those responsible were held accountable. Owino highlighted the importance of maintaining proper regulatory systems, emphasizing that while lives could not be rebuilt, system could be strengthened to prevent future tragedies. His post reinforced the demands for oversight, transparency, and strict enforcement of building codes. The Nairobi Police Commander George Seda confirmed that the rescue teams were on site working to locate casualties and account for all individuals present during the collapse. Officers at the scene reported that security guards who had been on duty at the building had not yet been located, with ongoing efforts to determine their whereabouts. One guard recount that he had heard a loud bang and rushed to assist an injured individual. The collapsed building stood adjacent to another construction, raising concerns over the safety of the surrounding areas and the potential for further incidents. The South Sea building collapse formed part of the growing pattern of construction failures in Nairobi County during the 2025 and early 2026. On July 31st, 2025, a wall collapsed at a construction site on Raptor Road, causing injuries to several workers. Earlier in February 2025, a three-story building in Parkland collapsed, resulting in the death of one person. These previous incident combined the South Sea collapse highlight a recurrent issue with construction safety, regulatory compliance, and enforcement of building standards within the city. Langata Member of Parliament Felix Jalango Odur visited the South Sea site following the collapse to assess the situation and advocate for immediate measures. Speaking via his official Facebook account, Jalango called on authorities to suspend all construction activities in South Sea and Nairobi Westwoods. He emphasized the importance of ensuring the safety of individuals affected by the collapse and expressed concerns for those trapped under the rubble. Jalango's statement reflected a call of urgency to action to prevent further loss of life and secure the construction environment. Jalango also urged that the construction activity only resume after full safety audits, proper approvals, and compliant verification were completed. He stressed the need for responsible agencies to act with transparency and accountability while enforcing regulations. The Ilangata MP highlighted that the collapse along Muhoho Road had created an immediate risk for residents and workers in the area, and he advocated for measures to ensure that no further incident occurred while the emergency response and investigation were underway. Photos circulated online provided visual evidence of the incident, showing debris from the collapsed building and the operation conducted by emergency teams. As and other social outlet media shared images and screen grabs from social media accounts documenting both the release and aftermath of the ongoing rescue efforts. The visuals depicted the thick dust clouds, rubble, and respondents at the site contribute to the public awareness on the severity of the collapse. The images accompanied Owino's post highlight the structural damage, the scale of the debris, and the urgency with which emergency service were operating. Similar images shared by Robert Alai on social media showed a section of the collapsed building, illustrating the danger posed by unauthorized construction practices. The visuals enforce calls for MPs and public officials to immediately take the action in to ensure safety and accountability within Nairobi County construction sector.